We're now underneath these lows, which to me now opens up a path to probably new lows on Zoom. So, maybe it doesn't get a bounce, or certainly, the bounces need to be sold. I wanted to short the Dow. Hopefully I was hoping that it would open higher, and it's opening 400 lower. And I got out of some of these puts. I had some overnight puts, and this environment makes me so freaking nervous. And I basically got out of everything. I have some Apple puts coming into today. Apple's going to open lower, and I'll probably just buy them back right into a lower opening. I don't know, man. I just sleep with one eye open because, the patterns tell us this is not over. But, you've got all of this churning action. So what really makes me nervous is when you see something like this, where there's some lows, and then you got this guy right under these lows. So, you could kind of get into this area. It's a trap. Then it gets going again. So this kind of trading condition, it's just a minefield right now. It's a mind fuck and a minefield. It's just like this. Every day it's like that. We had really bad information come out yesterday morning. Market opens lower. I took all of my profits right on the opening, and then it spent the whole day coming back. Now you open lower, and, you're probably going to just keep grinding lower, but it's 3 steps forward, 2 back. You never know when's, so even I consider myself somewhat of a professional, I just, it's just a horrible environment right now. You just got to pick your spots very well. Get in Zoom. I sold into a rally in Zoom the other night at 110. I got out at 102.5. And, that's basically the deal. So this is kind of what is this? It's a day. It's a daily of the NASDAQ. And so, this is clearly coming down in a downtrend. And, to me, we have these pretty clear, looks like a double top here. Then you kind of have this neckline here, which you kind of, almost came close to yesterday. And so I think you're going to start dribbling down here. But then the minute you get underneath here, now you got this guy to deal with. And you'll probably kind of go back up there again. So that's kind of the deal you're dealing with. It's, it's like this all day long, all day intraday, all day daily, 3 steps forward, 2 back. And this is why I say it's just really important to find a little pocket somewhere that you can hide out in, get a trade on, make your trade, get out. So, if we start coming back a little bit up here today, I still think that we're in this downtrend here. So, if we were to kind of come back and, reassault somewhere in here, I'd get short again, because I do think that this thing looks like it's rolling, but, how it gets there. So this is kind of the conundrum I have, is that, it's coming down, it's going to come down, but it's going to do that and do that, and so I don't really like short-term trading, but this is very much a trading environment. It has been actually for a while. And so things will move, we'll find things that'll move, but I don't know. I never feel secure one way or another. So, Zoom's going to open lower today. I think it's into a bit of support here. It's going to open right at the 100 level. My feeling is that, probably just finds a bit of support here. I don't know. It looks really bad. See, now we've really cut under the weekly lows on Zoom. I thought it was going to break out to the upside. It's really now picked a direction. Looks like the next direction is going to be lower. It's going right back into the trend here, where, here's like the last 7 weeks. And I thought maybe we would have a chance of sneaking out of here. but does not look like that's going to be the deal. So, we've spent 7 weeks going sideways, and now you've broken under the low, so we have one more day for this weekly bar to close. We're now underneath these lows, which to me now opens up a path to probably new lows on Zoom. So, maybe it doesn't get a bounce, or certainly, the bounces need to be sold. So, here's Zoom, and, I always like kind of suspicion of cliches, meaning that, if I get a double top here and head and shoulders here, am I really going to get a double top and head and shoulders here? And I guess the answer is yes. Sometimes when it's so easy, I get nervous because the market gave us a look here and it worked, and maybe it'll give us a look here and it'll do something else. So I always do these mind games. I always like have this self-destruct mechanism where I can't really see sometimes I just can't believe my lying eyes. It's just too good. Then I start doubting it. But, here's, a nice double top in this massive downtrend. So you can see that now we've got, so these things put on a pattern in the cadence, so it's a long-term downtrend. And then we just wait for the next pattern or price action that indicates now the downtrend is going to continue. But as with the NASDAQ, even if we sneak under here, we got to get through all of these guys, so it's going to be, difficult. And then I think there's, a little bit of symmetry here where, I think, you're going to come up here and form some kind of something, close to this before it goes again. So I don't think it's just going to come straight down. So this is the problem. I think it's going lower, but, it's how does it get there? So, if it opens lower, we get a bit of a bounce into here, then I'd, look to reshort it.
So you can see, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.